What's up, guys? Welcome in. Welcome in. This is your girl, Coach Shine. And this is Divine Thoughts Thursday. And I'm super excited because on today we get the chance to have an open discussion, have open conversation, and really just build off the energy that is present. And I also get a chance to really introduce you guys to more of my work. So if any of you guys are new here, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And so I think I was just feeling very, very tired today. For some reason, I just been feeling like my energy was a little low. And I think it had a little bit to do with the fact that I've been working out, and some days I've been working out 2 times a day. And so just that muscle recovery, giving your body a chance to rest and relax is what I've been kind of focusing on today. So I kind of had to pull myself together in order to deliver today's live stream. But all in all, I'm really, really excited because I'm happy about the direction that my business is going. And one of the key things too that been sticking out to me is about protecting your peace. So I've been really just being more cognitive of, just feeling like what is trying to penetrate me, and is it worth my time and energy, right? Is it worth me giving any attention or focus to it? So I've been really just focusing on myself and my partner and just really focusing on my work and my business. And that has really helped me to kind of feel at peace and feel and figure out the things that I need to kind of just work through on my own and then deal with as this at a later time. Um so I did drop a new masterclass inside of the Evolution of You membership, and it was called Center Stage. Center Stage, I am super excited about that program or that masterclass because it's really all about centering yourself. What I started to see arise in online was a conversation around decentering men or decentering women, right? And what I really hear people are really saying, and I kind of expounded on this in my content, but I'm going to share a little bit about it today here, is that I'm hearing people say they need to center themselves. They need to place themselves in the number one priority. It's like the culture around decenter men, decenter women. It's just really people who are not centering themselves and putting themselves as a number one priority, who are not putting themselves first, who are not focusing on their purpose, who are probably not in their purpose, and who probably haven't grasped the concept of doing their purpose work and doing their life's work. Because when you center yourself and you figured out who you are, when you know yourself, those are just not the conversations you have. The conversations you have is around centering yourself, centering who you are. It's around your world, your universe, you being in your main character energy. And so when you center yourself, you avoid all of those problems, when it comes to just interacting with anybody. I don't care who it is, anybody that does not bring you peace. Okay? Peace, respect, reciprocity, harmony, and balance. Okay? So it's just about you really having more awareness. Welcome in, guys. Hey, Jaden, how you doing? Jaden says, is it bad avoiding what? What are you avoiding? What is it? What is the context of the question? Um, and welcome in, Gnarly. We says, wow, you are stunning. Sending positivity and love. What is your name? What's up? I'm Drika. Drika Shine, Coach Shine, whichever one you want to go by. Um, Jaden says, avoiding people around us. Well, Jaden, I feel that it's not so about avoiding. For more context, it's about you setting boundaries for yourself. Because I'm gonna put it to you like this, and this is probably something you haven't reached yet in the realization of the fact that This is your life. You only get one life. This is your life. And you got to live your life for you. Okay. And when you realize that it's okay to be alone, when you already went through the period of, you know, spending time alone to learn yourself, to heal, to grow, to build, whatever. When you spend enough alone time with yourself, you realize at the end of the day, you are the main character. You are the one who get to choose the people that you allow around you or have access to you. And so, if no matter what title they are to you, whether it's family, friends, it does not matter. None of those titles matter when it comes to you making the best choices for you. If someone is unhealthy, if someone is bringing chaos or drama or bringing problems or is disrespectful or devalues you, then that's a telltale sign that you have to respect yourself more and honor yourself more and how you feel and choose yourself. So that's what it's about. It's about knowing that you don't have to tolerate anything that you don't want to deal with in that way. You can deny access to you to protect yourself and to protect your peace. And it's just about you being okay with knowing that you can create a new family. You can create new friends. You can choose people who are healthier for you if those people does not respect your boundaries or respect who you are or respect who you are becoming, or if it does not align with the lifestyle that you want to live. So the choices and decisions and the habits is all on you. It's going to affect you at the end of the day. And when you realize what affects you and why, that's when you start making more strategic choices and decisions and setting healthy boundaries. So that's what it's more so about. It's not avoiding, it's about facing the truth of what somebody is bringing to you. I think avoiding would be saying that just because they're my mom, my dad, or my friend or family member or whatever, that that means I can put up with their disrespect or their devaluing or their humiliation or their disrespect or whatever it may be. I think avoiding the truth of the nature of the relationship, that would be avoiding, in my opinion, if you're not looking at the truth of the relationship. I don't care how good someone presents themselves to be. It's about what it is that makes you feel. How did it make you feel? What is the dynamic of the relationship? Is it healthy? Is it constructive? Is it something that is good for you or not? And only you can decide that. So Gnarly just said, I just subscribed. I've only been here for 2 minutes and I already know I need to hear this. Awesome. I'm glad this is helpful. This is one of the reasons why I do this because I believe that it's a great way for us to connect with new people and to get to know me and I get to know more about you. And it's just, I believe that we come across every information that we need in the time that we need it. And so a part of me being in my purpose is knowing that I have a reason to show up here and that, I'm going to connect with the right people. So welcome. I'm happy to have you here. So really, just putting yourself on a pedestal. A lot of people put other people on a pedestal. They look up to other people. And when that illusion is shattered, they feel like they were betrayed or, they were bamboozled. But the reality is, you have to be willing to look through any illusions. Okay. You have to be able to face the truth and the reality of a situation so that you can deal with it head on. Because when you're in your main character energy, when you center yourself, which means you making yourself the number one priority, there is going to be some times you got to say no. There's going to be some times you got to just protect your peace and protect your energy and be aware of who you allow access to you. Those things says that you value your time and energy. And for those who don't value their time and energy, they will allow anything. They just allow anything to happen. They allow people to treat them any kind of way. They're people please. They're codependent. And that just says a lot about the trauma that they're still looking to work through. But that is the initiation. Trauma is the initiation, okay? For you to stand up for yourself and say, I'm important. I know my value. I know what I deserve. And then that's the key too. You got to know what you deserve. You got to know that you deserve the best. You got to know you deserve luxury or just a great lifestyle or a quality of living. Okay? And it ain't all about you saying, I got to have the finer things in life. It's about the quality of your relationships, the quality of your experiences, the quality of your interactions, the quality of how well you take care of yourself, how you looking after yourself, how you tending to yourself, and just really being your own best friend. And this, by you putting yourself as the number one priority, the best relationship you can have is a great relationship with yourself. When you have a great relationship with yourself, you would see that mirrored back to you or reflected back to you in the relationships that you develop that meets you where you currently are. Because sometimes when you've been a certain version or played a certain role for certain people, and when you've outgrown that version of you, you have to break that bond or that dynamic, and it's kind of like a disruption because you've grown somehow in some areas that they have yet to grow in. And then you have to give space for people to evolve and grow as well. So sometimes it's just about putting space between someone in order for them to see areas in which they need to improve and grow on their own, because we can't do the work for them. We can't do the work for anybody else. We can only speak for ourselves. We can only do the work on ourselves. So Gnarly says, you seem to be very serious. What can I do to see that smile? I am very not serious. I'm so not serious, but I can be serious. So it's just one of those things. It's a paradox. It's duality. It's balance. It's all of those things. So yeah. Um, but in all seriousness, okay, centering yourself keeps you and prevents you from having all of these unnecessary problems. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's the most peaceful thing you could ever do for yourself. It's the most honorable thing you can do for yourself. And so I'm really just spreading the message. Like, center yourself, put yourself in the number one spot, put yourself in the number one driver's seat of your life. But I'm gonna tell you what it comes with. When you decide to center yourself, you got to take accountability and responsibility for everything. And I think that is the thing that people avoid, taking accountability and responsibility for everything. So if that's a hard thing for you to do, it's like I said before, it's still a level of you work and choose yourself. You're going to choose yourself when you respect yourself, when you love yourself, when you value yourself, when you value your energy, when you value your time. That's how you know that you center yourself. So it's all about positioning yourself and putting yourself in the right headspace, having the right mindset, and really just doing the work that's needed for you to grow and get to the next level. You got to be on your level up journey non-stop. Okay? You should always be wanting or striving to get better. You should be striving to eat better. You should be striving to get in better shape. You should be striving to take better care of your health. You should be striving to take care of your mental health. You should be taking care of yourself on all areas, because there's so much work that we need to do on ourselves that we don't have time to be worried about what other people else are doing, right? We should be minding our own business. When you center yourself, you're minding your own business. You're tending to the business that matters to you. You're taking care of yourself. It's so much work you could be doing. You could be going to the gym. You could be hiring a trainer. You could be hiring a coach. You could be, working on your personal development. There is so much better things you could be doing than wasting your time and energy on other people. So this is why I really talk about it in this way, because I understand the journey of it. I understand the process, and I understand where you guys could be, because I'm no better than you. It's just I decided to do the work to get myself to this place, to get myself to this realization that, life gets better when you focus on yourself, when you focus on your business, focus on minding your own business and taking care of yourself, your health, your beauty, everything in every way. Get better at your styling, your fashion, how you dress, how you carry yourself, work on your character. I mean, there are so many things that you could really work on that would actually be of benefit to you, because if it doesn't benefit you, then why are you even participating? Why are you volunteering your time and energy for it? This is how I weigh it up for myself. I'm like, what's the benefit in it for me? Whenever I'm invited out somewhere, whenever somebody invites me to do something, if it doesn't benefit me, I'm not going. The answer is no. Won't be there. Because what am I need to know that I'm getting something out of it. And if I'm not, then I shouldn't be there. Because everything should be benefit and uplifting me. Everything should be a benefit to me. But this happens when you know how to center yourself, when you know how to be your number one priority, when you have a great and healthy relationship with yourself, when you know that you are the number one spot in your life. Okay? So that's all I have to share today, guys. I really appreciate everyone's great vibes and great energy. Nolly, I appreciate that. He said, wow, that was a great smile. I appreciate that so much. Thank y'all so much. I really have to go. I'm about to head out to Bible study, but I really wanted to kind of come in and drop, I'm sorry, not Bible study, but prayer night. So I'm headed out to prayer night. But I really wanted to come in and connect with you guys and drop in and share that information with you guys. And I hope this helps someone. And if you would like to get some support and accountability and help you reaching your goals, coming up with a strategy, coming up with a plan, make sure you guys schedule a one-on-one coaching session with me. I have openings available. You can schedule on my website, drikahair.com. And I would love to be your coach. I would love to be your guide. I would love to be your support system. I would love to be your cheerleader. I would love to, support you in any way I can and show you the way. So connect with me inside of my private spaces, my one-on-ones, my courses, and buy my products on my website. Thank y'all for the continuous love and support. Until next time, take care.